That sounds like it's funny. I'm going to spar Ilia Topuria like this.
Ilia Topuria is diving straight into the storm instead of taking it slow at camp. From day one, there's been one target on his mind. Gaethje. No previews, no banners. No safety measures, just pure preparation for a showdown on the world's biggest stage. Analysts are already breaking down the fight, questioning what unfolds when pinpoint precision collides with raw, uncontrolled chaos. Before the first contract is even signed, this matchup is leaving marks in the form of injuries rather than ink. If the White House card is about making statements,
Ilia Topuria, whatever, he's fucking tight.
He's dangerous.
He's tight. That shit is tight.
Everything is so sharp. His technique is flawless. Everything's flawless. His boxing is so dangerous. He's so dangerous everywhere. He's dangerous with submissions. He's dangerous with kicking. He's dangerous.
Joe Rogan pointed to Ilia Topuria's move up to lightweight to face Jai Herbert as the first serious signal of his potential. The fight immediately tested him when Herbert landed. A perfectly timed head kick, a strike that could have ended things instantly. Instead of faltering, Topuria adjusted, regained his composure, and came back with relentless aggression. By the end of the opening round, it felt almost inevitable. Topuria walked away victorious while Herbert lay unconscious on the mat. Rogan summed it up simply, "This isn't just a formidable opponent. Topuria combines intelligence, discipline, and a self-confidence that many champions only discover after they've already seized control."
Topuria on the White House. Has to be. No other option.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Walking out of the Oval Office, into the cage, wearing the flag.
Entertaining.
I think we're going to main event it. I think we'll be the main event.
Boom.
Let's go. Once in a lifetime.
I'm totally guessing throwing shit against the wall right now.
Yeah. Universe.
But I mean, what else?
McGregor's been tossed around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For that fight.
If it's McGregor, then McGregor's going to fight me and we'll be main event anyway.
Easing into camp, he's preparing for chaos from the start, with one name fixed in his sights: Gaethje. No previews, no banners, no safety nets, just a readiness for battle on the world's biggest stage. Joe Rogan highlighted Topuria's jump to lightweight against Jai Herbert as the first real sign of his potential. The fight tested him immediately. When Herbert's perfectly timed head kick could have ended the night, but Topuria adapted, regained control, and struck back with ruthless precision, leaving Herbert unconscious by the end of the opening round. Stephen Rogan pointed out that Topuria's advantage lies not just in skill, but in timing, when to strike and when to pivot. The Herbert fight showcased this perfectly. Even after taking a devastating switch high kick, Topuria treated it like data, adjusted mid-fight, and turned the battle in his favor. That moment, Rogan argued, revealed more than any highlight reel ever could. A fighter who thinks, adapts, and dominates when plans go awry.
Okay.
So Ilia is laughing now because they have a like dirty boxing, really, you know. They just fighting hard, but there is like no good technique. But Ilia will be left now because Ilia has such a high level boxing. So,
Not speculating or waiting on official word, he speaks as if the fight is already set. June, the White House card that's been the plan all along, with the interim title serving merely as the entry fee. His message to Topuria is clear. If you're already in training, it's time to be ready. Because this isn't about talks anymore, it's about what's about to happen.
He fought this dude Jai Herbert, and he went up to 155 for that fight. So he's a 45-pounder, and he said, fuck it, I'll take a fight at 55. He gets head kicked in the first round by Jai Herbert. Is a nasty stand-up fighter. He's so good. He's real slick. He's real good stand-up, like real sharp stand-up. And he caught Topuria with the perfect head kick. And Topuria, was in real trouble. He got dropped, and he scrambled, got a hold of him, Next round, sent him into the dark lands, blasted him against the, I mean, literally slept him, face planted him, and walk-off KO. He's an animal, dude.
He is.
He's a real problem because he's intelligent, he's dedicated, he's driven, he's got that kind of confidence that those championship guys have, where they know they're the best even before they're the best. He knew.
Even as Gaethje calls out Topuria, Daniel Cormier steps in with a stern warning. He advises his friend not to follow the Max Holloway playbook against Topuria because it simply won't work. Topuria's strength isn't just raw power, it's precision combined with unyielding pressure. Cormier points to the Oliveira fight as an example. Every strike landed with purpose, and by the time Vera hit the mat, he was already out, taking extra punishment on the way down. The lesson is unmistakable. Gaethje may be prepared and tough, but Topuria is the type of fighter who capitalizes on even the smallest mistake, turning fleeting openings into fight-ending moments.
He's so smart. You know, so it's not just his ability, his skill, it's knowing when to apply it and how to adjust to different kinds of fighters. But the Jai Herbert one might have been the most impressive one. Dude, he got, see if we can find that. He got head kicked. He gets hits with a switch high kick off the left leg right to the face, man. I mean, like this, like boom, like he just dropped, which is, you know, 99 times out of 100.
Even with all the hype and cautionary advice, Chael Sonnen adds another perspective. He questions whether Topuria's acclaim is fully justified or just the result of momentum from a major victory. Defeating someone like Charles, Oliveira rarely launches a fighter straight into superstardom. It didn't work that way for Arman, Tsarukyan, or Islam Makhachev, but Topuria managed it. Sonnen also highlights the state of the 155-pound division. The top contender is inactive, the former champion has moved on, and the title itself carries some baggage. Despite this, Topuria has reached a level few fighters ever see, and every step he takes from this point will be under the microscope.
Ilia Topuria says he's back. What you think about that?
He better be, because I'm supposed to fight him in June on the White House card.
Uh-oh.
That's who I'm fighting.
Oh, that's who you want.
That's who I have to have. That's why I fought for this thing.
That's why he fought for the damn thing. Y'all heard it. Topuria, Gaethje, let's make it happen.
Let's go.
UFC on Paramount Plus. We appreciate y'all. Stay tuned.
White House in June. Let's go.
Paddy Pimblett brings yet another angle to the Topuria versus Gaethje story. Having gone toe-to-toe with Gaethje himself, he knows what the fighter's top form looks like, and he believes that peak version could snatch the undisputed title from Topuria. Pimblett isn't just observing from the sidelines. He's already envisioning a potential rematch, drawing from lessons learned in his own bout. His perspective highlights just how high the stakes are. Topuria isn't simply facing any opponent. He's up against a seasoned, evolved contender in Gaethje. The outcome could reshape the entire featherweight division.
It's gonna be a situation where they come to the center ring like Gaethje and Holloway and just throw level.
Let's go.
Justin Gaethje is my friend. I'm gonna tell him don't do that with Ilia Topuria, man. You can't do that with him.
Yeah.
He hit so hard. When him and Charles Oliveira were fighting,
Yeah.
by the time Charles Oliveira hit the ground, he was already sleeping, man.
Damn.
Ilia hit him 2 to 3 times on the way down. So like before he even hit the ground, Ilia hit him with the right hand. By the time Charles is like knocked out and falling backwards, Ilia done hit him with an uppercut. He hit him with another right hand. And then some guys actually, you fall down, they do like that. The referee like, hey man, it's over. Ilia jump on you. He hit you with a...
Hold back. He views Topuria as a cut above anyone Gaethje has faced recently. Whitaker points out that Ilia's striking alone puts him in a class of his own within the UFC. And that's before considering his wrestling, jiu-jitsu timing, and instincts. Every move an opponent makes invites a counter, and every mistake comes at a cost. For Gaethje to stand a chance, Whitaker insists his upcoming camp must evolve. The version of Gaethje that faced Paddy Pimblett simply isn't prepared to handle Topuria at this level.
There is a little bit of a question, and it's why I asked these guys, hey, is Ilia as good as everybody's saying? Like, is that what you're seeing? Do we have enough evidence? There hasn't been a time in the past where somebody beats Charles Oliveira and becomes the greatest thing ever. It didn't happen to Arman Tsarukyan, just for example. It didn't even happen to Islam, but it did happen to Ilia. And the 55-pound belt is a little bit tarnished right now. There is some real questions. When the number one guy, which is Arman, is not in the ring, It's a question. When the champion, who was Islam, leaves and Ilia is sitting out, it's a question. The belt is a little...
And Whitaker isn't merely praising Topuria, he's placing him among the all-time greats. In his view, Ilia ranks as the second best featherweight in UFC history. He puts it in context. Volkanovski and Holloway dominated the division for years, tearing through opponents until their paths finally crossed. Then Topuria enters the scene and the narrative changes. He overcomes both, combining precision, power, and perfect timing in a way that distinguishes him from everyone else. For Whitaker, it's not just about wins, it's about how Topuria is redefining what it means to dominate the featherweight division.
Gaethje, I did say before the fight I want the best version of Justin Gaethje, and that Justin Gaethje turned up. So hats off to him. I hope he wins the undisputed title off Ilia, and hopefully we can run it back, even though I don't think he's got too many fights left. Hopefully we can run it back in the future, because there's a couple of things in that fight that have pissed me off, but you know, we get on with it. It's done now. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can go back and change. I just hope that in the future he can step up and have a rematch with me, but it's one of them. I know he's on the arse end of his career, so if he does end up just fighting Ilia and fighting Max or something and retiring, it's one of them. I'll have learned a lot from losing that fight.
Biggest stars are paying attention. Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo see the potential for something historic. A White House main event featuring Topuria versus Gaethje, as Cejudo puts it, an American fighter defeating Topuria on that stage wouldn't just be a victory, it would be a defining moment. This fight has evolved beyond belts and rankings, shaping up as a cultural event where legacy and spectacle collide for the whole world to witness. For Few 11, Jorge Masvidal adds another perspective, portraying Topuria as something truly exceptional. He points out that Ilia hasn't spent much time at 140.
I just lay it out there. Ilia's striking is leagues above everybody.
Yeah.
Like just about everybody in the UFC.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the wrestling and jiu-jitsu is there as well.
Mm-hmm.
His timing, his instincts, his instinct to fire off in like his counterattacks. You know, he'll make you pay for every step you take. It's a hard fight.
Yeah,
Things
man.
have got to change in Gaethje's camp to make the fight competitive.
Yeah.
Right now, the Gaethje that fought Paddy won't beat Ilia right now.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that we'll see that Gaethje when he fights Ilia. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that was just the game plan for Paddy to just make it
5 pounds. But with a few more victories, his legacy could become untouchable. In Masvidal's view, Topuria has already achieved what very few fighters can claim, defeating both Holloway and Volkanovski at the height of their powers. That's why he sees Topuria operating on a level most fighters never reach. It sends a clear message. Topuria isn't merely climbing the rankings. He's reshaping the idea of dominance in the featherweight division. Every fight he takes now carries that immense potential, and the entire sport is watching to see just how far he can go.
So we have Ilia. I feel like he has to be up the top of my list almost at the very tippy top.
We didn't see enough
because of the work he did though. Yeah, I understand that, but he dismantled great after great and then moved up the weight class and dismantled another great. I feel like you can't disregard that. I feel like you can't disregard the fact that he knocked out Volk and Max. And Volk's at the tippy top of my list because it's Volk, okay? He's defended it, he has ran that division since day dot, and it's Volk.
Not because you're Australian.
Biased. All my picks are biased.
Yeah.
Everything I've done on this show has been biased. So, Volk,
You hide it well.
Volk's,
No one can
Volk's
tell.
my number one. Ilia's number two. Ilia's really cool, man.
Full MMA record.
Really cool.
Volk is 31-1 at 145.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Bonkers.
That is sick.
That's crazy.
But Volk and
Wait,
Max,
what? 31-1?
they were the
31-1.
boogeyman of that division.
MMA and UFC. It's just a UFC thing, but
Volk and Max were
That's
running
nuts.
through people. They were running through. There was like fights weren't close until they fought each other, you know. And then Ilia
There's a lot of speculations going on. Oh, is Conor going to come back? Is John going to fight Pereira? Which Dana is kind of, is not uncertain about. But I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilia potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, being fair competitively, especially in the performance that he puts, like, why wouldn't you? Right. In the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilia, beat him at the White House while being an American. Now,
doesn't hold back when describing how far ahead Topuria is. He notes that Paddy Pimble had avoided a nightmarish matchup simply by not winning because going up against Ilia would have been brutal. In Masvidal's view, both Paddy and Justin are skilled fighters, but they fall short in wrestling, striking, defense, and offense. Topuria surpasses them on every level. He envisions Ilia at a completely different tier, and a matchup with Gaethje would finally give him the stage to display that dominance. Dismantling his opponent like a true force of nature,
they went in there and took out Volk and took out Max, right? And this is a guy that could beat anybody in the world at any given moment. He just didn't stay there that long. But what happens if he does stay at 45 and he gets 1 or 2 more wins? You got to also say that this guy's actually the GOAT of GOATs, because I feel like he took out Max still in his prime and Volk still in his prime, and Max had never been knocked out, and the way he took him out was cold, Same thing with Volk. I think Volk is still in his prime. He's showing he just defended the title. Looked amazing. Obviously, you can't say he's not in his prime. So I think Ilia also has to be entered already in that conversation at 145 of GOATs. I know he didn't stay there that long, but sometimes you're not there for a long time, just a good time. And my boy had fun at that weight, man, because he made some.
A good thing that Paddy also didn't win, because if he did, he was going to get torched by Ilia. And I think Gaethje just retires and rides off into the sunset because he don't want to see Ilia. I think both these guys are just like levels below Ilia, and that fight really, really showed it all. On the wrestling, on the striking, the defense, the offense. I think Ilia's on a whole other planet when it comes to these guys. And hopefully they give him just engages so you get another guy and do him like a lawn chair, and he's going to fold.
All the hype and Masvidal's confidence in Topuria, Rafael Fizia offers a reality check. Discussing a potential matchup with Gaethje, he admits he'd rather avoid it, noting Gaethje is approaching 38 and showed signs of decline in his last fight. Fizia warns that a stand-up battle against Topuria would be extremely dangerous. Given Ilia's power and pinpoint accuracy, while he acknowledges that MMA is unpredictable, the risk Topuria poses is undeniable. He can end fights in an instant. For Gaethje, this isn't just another bout. It's a high-stakes challenge with serious consequences. So what's your take, Will? This fight actually happen, or is it just speculation fueled by clips of Ilia training? And who would come out on top? Gaethje's relentless pressure, or Topuria's precise, devastating striking? Drop your thoughts in the comments and be sure to subscribe for all the latest fight updates and breakdowns.